I mean, is Balenciaga out of their fucking mind? I mean, are they out of their fucking mind? Why are we looking at drugged up children holding bondage bears?
USA, USA. That's a big game, man. When I spoke to the coach and the players, I said, you can do this. They went, they did it.
What we did is we brought Netanyahu with us. Netanyahu, what do you have to say? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with. I had no idea your voice is going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
Every Fox News uncle who's going to mangle the pronunciation of Balenciaga. Did you hear about that Bambi? Who's raping the kids? Balambiabin?
You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
Going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty, its incredible detail. Tuning into it, they want to shatter your mind. Talking about Justin Bieber.
Makes the catch. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Where, just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
It's pure evil. They're taking your intellect, your soul, and giving you Michael Jordan and Bieber.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Wow. What a fucking intro, first of all. So, for those who haven't heard it before, that first part that ends with Denzel Washington and Training Day, that's a little something I came up with this morning, just messed around with some fun loops. And then the second part is the main intro, and that's obviously done by the great Solek out in Spain, which unfortunately, sorry to hear about it, bud, but they got the boot from the World Cup. Yeah, so a lot to cover definitely on this week. So basically, this is the MKI Ultra Show. I've been busy as fuck. Today was actually the last day of the open enrollment for insurance. So I haven't been doing my regular podcasting because of that. Because of that. And today was the last day. Thank fucking Jesus. Am I right? But yeah, so that's over with, and this is the second video episode. The first video episode was kind of just done with a camera sitting on like I think it was like laying on a speaker or like something, and I was like worried about my cat hitting it. So first of all, shout out fucking Skeeler for the hookup, the recommendation on the thingy-mabob we got here set up with the camera, so I don't have to worry about the cat. And, yeah, I just want to cover a couple quick housekeeping rules here. This is not your family-friendly podcast, okay? This is a offensive, opinionated, derogatory, authentic podcast, all right? I've already been canceled off of YouTube twice. I think they pulled 2 episodes, maybe a third. Have to check on that. The rest of the canceled episodes are still on Spotify and Apple Music. Yeah, so I don't even want to say why I got canceled because the fucking algorithm, the globalist, will take me down. But, you know, it ends in vid, and it starts with co, all right? That's probably why I got canceled. And that's fucking funny, dude. I have 55 subscribers on YouTube. Who am I influencing? Seriously, I'm doing this for my own, like, health and entertainment to sit here and talk shit. So, good old cup of Joe there, one day at a time mug. Funny story about that mug real quick is I don't know how I got it. See, I'm in recovery, and I was at a meeting drunk back in like 2016, and I don't know. I woke up the next day and I got in my car, and that was in my car. Someone gave me a mug that says one day at a time. So I don't know who it was. I probably will never know at this point. They could be fucking dead for all I know. Hope they're not, but they could have died from, you know, Rona, amongst other things. Suicides, drug overdoses, car wrecks, lung disease, heart disease. You know, it's like whenever the vid was out big time, they stopped kind of thinking about or they forgot about everything else. You know, the kid's on heroin, the dad's an alcoholic, there's shootings at the school, right? None of that mattered. Everyone was dying from COVID. So I'm glad we're past that. I went into a deli this morning, and they fucking had the plastic things up still. Like, what are we, 2020? Come on, guys, get with the program. So, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things I want to cover, and for anyone who's listening for the first time, I'm really glad to have you on board with this. This is going to be a really fun one because, like I said, I'm fucking so pumped that open enrollment is over. You guys have no idea. For Medicare, well, it's really called annual enrollment. People think it's called open enrollment. Annual enrollment is the time of the year where you work the most. And I've talked about it before, and I'm done talking about it. But I just want to let you know I'm fucking back, bitches. So let's go. Going to be hitting up jiu-jitsu more again. Getting back into open mic night comedy tonight as well. Going to put my name on the list. So yeah, man, it's there's a lot of gratitude here. There's a lot of things to be appreciative for. You know, money can only go so far. Chasing my hobbies is really what I'm going for in 2023. New Year's resolution. But in the news, let's go with it. Has the Balenciaga controversy gone too far? Well, this is a Vogue article, so I'm going to go ahead and say it's biased automatically. I know I'm late on this, and like I said, because I haven't been able to record in a few weeks, and before that it was a few weeks because of work, and a lot of stuff has happened in the news. First of all, Balenciaga had ads, and if you haven't heard about this already, you're living under a fucking rock. Balenciaga is a French fashion designer, couture, high-end fashion runway type shit, you know, up there with like Chanel and whatever, all the satanic globalist brands out there. They had an ad campaign where these little like 6-year-old children were holding bondage bears. And you probably heard about it in the intro. Kind of fucked up. And then they apologized and took it down like immediately. So they knew what they were doing. They knew they were in the wrong, and they still put it up. And I just want to know who's in charge of that. Does it have to get past Mr. or Mrs. Balenciaga themselves? Or is it like just some fucking photojournalist named Luis who moved there for an internship in 2019 and stuck around for the ride? Like, who approves like pictures like that? Truly, I'm asking. I want to know because Kim Kardashian is a brand ambassador, and she's reevaluating her relationship with the brand. It was all over the news. And, okay, this is what the Vogue article is saying. See, I knew they were going to be biased. Outrage was also fueled by the right-wing petroleum that is Fox News, further pushing the conspiracy that a group of Satan-worshipping elites who run a child sex ring is trying to control our politics and media. It's very Pizzagate, but make it fashion. All right, clever fucking little ending statement there. Whatever fucking person wrote that, but I don't know. It's pretty convincing that there's some child sex ring stuff going on when you're pushing ads with children who are holding a bondage bear, like a teddy bear with like leather. Like, you ever watch South Park? What was that guy? The real gay guy? He wore assless chaps and he was always like, Jesus Christ. They were wearing what he was wearing. That's sexualizing children and animal. Like, the kids weren't wearing it, but the animals were, and the kids were holding them. Like, just fucked up. And even if it's not supposed to be a sexual thing, it's also fucking satanic, okay? Because that is not Christ-like at all. I don't care what you believe in, fucking Moses, whatever. That ain't God. That ain't God is everywhere, not in a Balenciaga fucking outfit in bondage attire. So, yeah. And then, yes, it does go deep. You can go very deep into the wormhole. And, I don't know, people say that, like, Nicole Kidman is involved in the sex ring, and Hillary, and, people say, like, Hillary Clinton is, like, hanging children in her basement, and Reese Witherspoon is eating children with a spoon. Like, you can definitely go down the rabbit hole. I wouldn't say all that's true. Like, I don't think it's fucking, I don't even know the people who are on TV these days, those hacks at Saturday Night Live. Jimmy Fallon, I don't think Jimmy Fallon is eating kids. You know what I mean? Like, and you're probably wondering, if you're like not familiar with these conspiracies, why would you eat kids? Well, there's like something apparently called adrenochrome that sucks the blood out of the energy, and the people who eat the fucking kids get their young adrenochrome energy and stay young. And people prophesize that's why Biden is still fucking around. And look at fucking Nancy Pelosi. Hold on, let's Google this shit. And I'm pretty sure that she withdrew her running because she is fucking 102. Like, she's 82 years old. I'm pretty sure she finally gave up her position. She's like a fucking Speaker of the House or whatever. In the worst district. I mean, doesn't she work in San Francisco where there's like literal meth on the sidewalks? I don't know. She's 82. She's eating kids. Adrenochrome, Nancy Pelosi. It's fucked up, man. Seriously, man, it's fucked up. Look into it. So, I don't know. I think Balenciaga definitely took an L on that one. And by the way, their fashion, I was looking at it. It's not that great. They have like I can't share the screen, but I mean, I guess I could when I upload it, but Balenciaga shoes. Okay, so some of these shoes are horrendous. It's like a sneaker, like an ugly neon sneaker with a fucking heel. Right? So let's type in Balenciaga heels. It's just, these are, they're not attractive at all. And $1,400? Like, who's buying these? Who's buying these? Oh, price drop. I wonder why. Black Friday was a few weeks ago, folks. It's the bondage discount. Lost a lot of money on that ad campaign, did ya? Yeah, so whatever. Fuck Balenciaga. What else we got going on here? Let's talk about sports. The World Cup. So, not a huge soccer guy. It's not that big here in the States. But the World Cup is pretty cool this year. I don't know. Honestly, just because I work from home and there's a TV right in front of me. So, If I was in an office, I probably wouldn't be watching it when I got home. But I've been keeping up with it just because I'm home all day, and it's been cool. I mean, I'm trying to get into soccer more and more, but it's like you could watch these guys run around the field, play 90 minutes, run 10 miles, and still the score is 0-0. It's like, can someone score a fucking goal? Can we have something go on? Can we have a fight? Can we have someone break their fucking kneecap? That's the other thing about soccer, man, is they fall and they fucking flop, and they're like, yeah, I'm so hurt. It's like, you slipped. Get up. I get why they do it, because they want the ref to throw a yellow or a red card, whatever. So, we got a few teams left in the quarterfinals. Starting Friday, December 9th, we got Netherlands, Argentina. So that's the great Messi of Argentina. You got England and France. The star stutter I know on France is Mbappe. The ladies like to say, Mbappe. You got Morocco and Portugal. That's a cool one. Or wait, no. Yeah, they play each other. Morocco, Portugal, that's Ronaldo. And then you got Croatia, Brazil. I'm going to go ahead and say Brazil's going to beat Croatia, but don't quote me on that. So that's soccer. It'll be cool, too, because soccer is really big in other countries, such as Europe, for example, which I will be there in less than 4 days. I'm flying over there, taking myself a little trip, vacay, and going to find me a sweet Swiss or Italian Fraulein and take her back home with me, or maybe she'll keep me, we'll see. But yeah, I touched on it last week. Gonna be flying into London. Hopefully, well, here's the cool thing. England plays against France on Saturday the 10th. My flight's on the 11th. Yes, so I'm starting my trip in England, and then I'm going to France right after. So one of those countries will probably have a sad vibe. The other one will probably be, we won. So we'll report back on the travels later. Probably going to make a vlog. I'm not going to go all crazy like these people do with the GoPros and the fucking ski jumpers and whatnot, but it'll be a fun trip, man. It'll be real fun. I've never left the country because I was always a broke fucking junkie, You give me $100, gone, just like that. So, again, blessings. There's a lot of gratitude this week. I guess ringing in the holidays, things to appreciate, You know what I mean. So, doing a 12-day trip. Any recommendations appreciated? I've got most of the recommendations for Rome and Florence, but I don't have any for Venice or Milan. I don't have any recommendations for Switzerland. I'll be there for 2 nights. I'm going on tour, man. MKAI Ultra Show coming to a country near you. We're doing 8 cities in 12 days. We're doing London, Paris, Bern, and Lucerne, Switzerland. I probably said Lucerne wrong. Honestly, it's probably like Lisieux or some shit. Venice, Milan, Rome, and Florence. So, good times. A lot of money and a lot of hostels, a lot of moving around. It's not really going to be a laxy-daisy time. It's going to be cold, and there's going to be a lot of tourists because it's the holiday season. And I'm just going to be on the go, looking around at things like, oh, there's the Colosseum, there's the Pantheon, oh, there's satanic globalist pedophiles, oh, stay away. So I'm going to see everything. I'll see fucking everything, and I'll come back home, hopefully with a rosary blessed by the Pope. We'll see. And yeah, so that'll be about a 2-week trip, and I will be leaving in, what's today? Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So my flight is actually on Saturday or Sunday, but it lands Monday in the morning because the time change. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, so I'm flying out on the 11th, which is Sunday. I'll be landing Monday at 7 a.m. Cool. So I will tell you, my favorite Yankee of all time is Mr. DJ, Mr. Derek Jeter. All right. And good friend of the family got me this too, which was pretty amazing. Yes, it's real. And so there's another Yankee in the news right now. You may have heard of him before. Bernie Williams. I'm kidding. Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge signs a $360 million contract for 9 years. That's $40 million a year. Can you imagine? Just hold on. Sit with that for a second. $40 million a year. What the fuck, man? I would have a mansion in Milan. I'd have a boat in Bern. I'd have a fucking... Come on, keep it going with the alliterations. I'd have a penthouse in Paris, you know? I'd have a fucking... I'd have a flat in London. I would have so many properties. It would be retarded. Like, duh, like it would be so fucking past Down syndrome to the point where you wouldn't know if this person is conscious. It would be dumb. It would be so stupid. I'd probably buy a pair of Balenciaga sneakers at that point. Yeah. I wonder if I can clip in pictures with this. See, I'm new to the video podcasting, so there's a picture of this rapper. His name is Riff Raff, and it's his music sounds like it looks. It's just Riff Raff. It's a bunch of garbage, but it's fun to, like, you know, bang out to like pull-ups or whatever. He's got a funny picture. He's like standing in front of a purple Lamborghini wearing purple Balenciaga sneakers. I'll have to find that picture. Maybe I'll throw that on the YouTubes. He put him on the YouTubes. But Jesus Christ, Aaron Judge. Thing about Judge is, man, is like, look, if you're listening to this, you probably don't like the Yankees. I get it. You either love them or you hate them, or you don't give a fuck. Or you're like someone like Solek or Bean out in another country and goes, fuck baseball. I don't give a shit. Anyways, the thing about this guy is he has hit more home runs than any Yankee ever has in a season. I want to say he passed. Yeah, because so the list of most home runs in a season, and I want to get this right. I know it, but I don't know exactly how many they each got. The top people were all on steroids and admitted to it or got caught. Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. I mean, the 90s guys. Those guys were on fucking roids, right? Look up Barry Bonds 2001 versus Barry Bonds 1990. You be the judge, Aaron. But then after Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa, which none of those guys are Yankees. This is why I like the fucking Yankees guys, because after those people, you have obviously Babe Ruth, the greatest ball player of all time. And then you have Roger Maris was a Yankee. He played in like the 60s. And then but Aaron Judge has surpassed both. Most home runs in a season, MLB history. Bonds, McGwire, Sosa, Judge. So unless they catch Aaron Judge with steroids, he's number one. And then the rest were fucking Yankees, coming up to a tie after that with, I think, you have like Ken Griffey Jr. and come on. He was playing 98. Motherfucker was on steroids. I mean, I'd be on steroids too. Like, I've thought about it, but I don't have a reason to get fucking huge. Like, I like to be athletic, man. I was talking about that in the sauna this morning with my buddy who I met at the gym. And we were just talking about just wanting to be mobile and, just being able to function, have functional fitness. So, this podcast is just going so smooth, man, because I'm just flowing. Fitness now into jiu-jitsu, and just want to talk about that for a second. I haven't gone to that in a few weeks. I'll be going back for the next 2 days before I go on my trip. Can't wait to see those guys, man. That is my spot. I miss it there. I belong there. Shout out to my coach, man. He'll probably not listen to this, but, this was back in like March. I was having a rough time. I remember the exact moment I wanted to quit because I got tapped out by a girl. And, dude, she was a D1 athlete. Like, not just like a fucking girl. Not like a girl in the Balenciaga bullshit. Like, she was a chick, but she's also a D1 college athlete. Fred, stop, bro. You're making noise. Yeah, and she fucked me up. So I remember that was when I was in jiu-jitsu, coming back to what I was thinking about, and I wanted to quit. And I told my coach, I said, I'm done, man. I was like, I suck. I'm not going to do this. And he was like, dude, just trust me. He literally said, like, you belong here. I was like, all right. Like, I'll come back tomorrow, man. But, like, I'm thinking about quitting. He was like, don't fucking quit. Just come back. So I gave myself a break, as I should more. All right, you know what, dude? Bro, come on. Seriously, man. Can't be fucking with this shit. There we go. Oh, yeah? You want to be play? All right. So, like I said, this isn't a professional studio. This is the MKay Ultra Show in my studio apartment. So, meow meows. Say, I'm high on catnip, nigga. Didn't mean to say that word. But anyways, yeah. So jiu-jitsu, soccer, baseball. We're talking sports, man. We're talking sports. We're talking high fashion. We're talking travel out here. What else are we talking about? Oh, I know what we're talking about. You guys ready for this? Did anybody listen to the Kanye West, Alex Jones interview? Yes or yes? Because if you're a listener of this show, my guess is yes. Clearly, I like Kanye West's music. He's in the intro. Stronger may be the best sample of a song of all time. And I say that with guitars and Led Zeppelin tattoos, a big appreciator of music as a whole, jazz, blues, classic rock, country, hip-hop, alternative, indie, you name it. I like it. I dig it. I'll say, man, I mean, I don't like the fact that he calls himself a genius, but if I was in his shoes, which I'm guessing are Balenciaga, I would probably be saying the same thing about myself because that man knows what he's doing. And he's a fucking billionaire. Come on, dude. If you're a billionaire, I think you have the right to call yourself a genius. You should be given that right. So he did an interview with Jones, and I'll say, man, whoo, that was one hell of an interview. I mean, as far as entertainment goes, top notch. Top notch, Oscars, up there with fucking like Forrest Gump level entertainment. I mean, holy shit. He's an entertainer. Now, is he just trolling by the things that he said? And I will not quote. You can look him up yourself. I don't know if he's just trolling. I don't know if he's gone mad and psycho. I don't know what is in his fucking head, dude. I really would love to know. I would love to sit down with him, like cameras off, and just be like, what do you actually believe in? I would love to know. I know he's a follower of Christ. You know, he has like the song or album Jesus is King, and the song Jesus Walks, by the way. What the fuck? Such a good record, man. I mean, Christ almighty. If you haven't heard it in a while, and it's 2022, I want you to find your biggest boombox, or as us millennials call them, Bluetooth speakers, and I want you to bump Jesus Walks by Kanye West. And I want you to walk downtown with it on your arm like they used to do in the fucking 80s and see what kind of reactions you get. Yeah, I blasted that shit at like 8 a.m. when I was drinking coffee this morning. It's such a good song. there's so many good songs by him, man. So I don't let the personality destroy the artist per se. Like, I was introduced to a Woody Allen movie for the first time at like 21 years old. And he makes really good movies, but he also fucks his kids. You know what I mean? Some of the most fucked up people are the most brightest. The most brightest people. Biabin is raping the kids. But yeah, no, seriously, man. Like, that's for real. And on God, bro, Kanye West is a hell of a rapper, and I hope this doesn't get me pulled from YouTube just for saying his name. That's the thing about these people in charge. You guys don't realize it, but they can censor anything they want. They can choose what gets put out in the media. Who's in charge? Well, listen to Kanye West on Alex Jones, and he'll tell you who he thinks is in charge. And I believe him, because look up president of Fox, CEO of NBC. Tell me what their last names have in common. Just do that. Whew! We're on a strong one today, boys. Yeah, we are. Shout out to fucking everybody, man. Young Turt, the fucking Milo, the Solik dude, everybody on the fucking server, everybody that I'm going to be seeing at comedy, open mic tonight, everybody from the gym, anybody in my friends and family group. And it's just, what a time to be alive, man. I mean, last day of open enrollment, going to fucking Europe in just a few days, and I finally got this camera set up the way I wanted to. I finally learned how to mash the intros together how I want them to sound. And yeah, man, it really looks like everything's coming together. Oh, there we go. So I usually am not into bullshit, hippie shit, hippie-doo-dah-loo-da-gibba-deeb-dibba-doosh-gibba-dibba-doo-bop. But it's full moon today, and it's a full moon for December 7th. Today is a full moon. Wow, okay. So, like I said, I have these chats in the sauna with my buddy who I met, and he's put me onto some cool shit, man, truly. Shout out, bro. And the full moon for December is supposed to be for recharging or something. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's the end of the year. I've had all this built up aggression and energy. Go ahead, bud, jump. Go. I've had all this built up aggression energy from working this whole year, and now at the end of the year, I finally get to relax and do what I fucking want to do. I have the means to look for a new career if I want, to go see places and do things and see people and shit that I want, and shout out to that. That's pretty cool that today is the full moon. Like I said, I'm not usually into that, like, whatever hippie shit, but I will say this about like astrology and like moon phases, and I know that the ancient Egyptians fucked with astrology. Okay? So if they fucked with it, I feel like there's got to be something there. There's got to be something there, right? The triangle representing masculinity and the upside down triangle representing femininity. I didn't know that this morning, but I know it now, and I feel cool because I do. So yeah, it's just something else to look into and geek out on and help lift your spirits, It's fun. It's cool information. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of bullshit out there too. And I just take what I want and I leave the rest, man, If I don't like the way a guy's, acting in a meeting, I won't kill the messenger. I'll keep the message. You know what I mean? Same thing with fucking Woody Allen having sex with his child. Like, he's a good director, but he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, take what you want, leave the rest. Fuck Balenciaga. Respect for Mr. West. No, I'm literally just trying to rhyme here. In the gym with a bulletproof vest. Shout out everybody. All right, bless.